Oh no, that's not a great way to start. Oh no, that's not a great way to start. A little sneezing attack. I don't know why I'm standing, really. I need to rearrange some things here, and I just didn't really feel like it. I know, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a cold, but I know you guys are like, dude, you're just always sick now. I've just pretty much been sick most of this last month. I don't think I'm really sick, though. Just got a... One thing I did is I mowed a bunch of leaves today, and then I would like mow a bunch of leaves and then like turn around and hit them again, and all that stuff was in the air, you know. So what's up? Oh, I should have my screen on here. It's a lot easier to follow the chat on a desktop monitor than it is here. Hey, what's up, Gavin? Hey, what's up, Professor Joe? Need to catch up on your channel, Professor Joe. I've missed your last few videos. Anything good? Hey, what's up, Aiden? Actually, I can see it on here, all right. Tell you, man, I think the leaves have almost all fallen out of the tree, though. It's like you go out there one day and do some leaves, and then the next day it's just leaves everywhere again. You know, it's kind of been the theme of my last handful of videos, but man, sometimes I miss renting an apartment. Multiple reasons. Oh, no kidding? Really? Like a new song never heard before, huh? Is that the deal? Just something that has never been released? Recorded by the actual Beatles? Or is this some shenanigans here? It's an AI Beatles song. I don't think you would be excited about that. I listened to a little bit. Oh yeah, I guess as the video says, the title says, I suppose I should talk a little bit about 11/2/2013. The odd year where they didn't end with Halloween. Just seems odd. Just feels like the Halloween show. Oh, nice. I didn't even know there was Beatles stuff that no one had ever heard before. I don't know if it's anything like the Zappa stuff, though. Maybe like Jimi Hendrix, every now and then something new would come out. Oh, maybe that, I think there was like a song called Dolly Dagger by Hendrix that came out in the 90s. It was actually not a bad song. But most of the Zappa stuff that comes out, it's like, all right, yeah, he left that on the shelf for a reason. Oh. Okay. Oh, Paul recorded some new stuff. Okay. Well, that does sound like a new song. That's interesting. So it's not just some stuff that they left on the shelf, whatever, 50 years ago or something. Oh yeah, yeah. It's weird that the Halloween wasn't. That would just be an odd run, you know. You got to end the. Oh, nice, cool. The demo's been available for years, but now it's remastered. I see. You know, I always feel weird, like especially with this channel. I always feel like, oh man, I should know more about the Grateful Dead, and then just in general in life, I feel like I should know more about the Beatles. I mean, not everybody's got to be a Beatles fan, I guess. My mom told me one time she liked the Beatles when she was a girl. Which is impressive because this came in a conversation when I was like, come on, Mom, there has to be one band that you like. Like, she just doesn't really seem to care about music at all, you know? And I think there was like some internet game, and part of the game was you had to name 5 songs, and one of her songs was Happy Birthday. Just like the traditional Happy Birthday, not like the Beatles version or whatever. And then I asked her, I was like, have you ever had a favorite band? I know she liked that country guy. What was his name now? He's been around forever. He was in some rock bands, some folk bands. Dark-haired guy, Vince Gill. She liked Vince Gill. And then yeah, she finally copped to. She was like, well, I liked the Beatles when I was a girl. I was like, so well, what happened? You turned 18 and you no longer like the Beatles? Yeah, dude, she could not name 5 songs. I was sad. I feel bad for her. I'm like, I mean, she seems to be, you know, she's enjoyed her life. You know, she's into whatever she's into, but I did notice in the brief time when I lived with her, she was just kind of into whatever I was into. She became like a UFC and Game of Thrones fan for about 10 months. And she did seem to enjoy it, I gotta say. But then the minute I moved out, I don't think she's watched a single UFC fight or yeah, she did watch the final season of Game of Thrones when I was already out of there. Joe, I wish I could have thought of I think Blue Suede Shoes was one of her songs. She was like, Happy Birthday, Blue Suede Shoes. And I know she didn't get to 5. And then, God, that's The Wind Beneath My Wings. That's her all-time favorite song. She loves that song. I don't even know how I grew up in that. My dad likes music. Now, my dad didn't really like the greatest music, but, I mean, he liked the Rolling Stones. That's a good start. Gordon Lightfoot, as I've gotten older, I appreciate him a lot more. Yeah, my dad liked Hey Jude. He wasn't ever a big Beatles fan, but then he liked Hey Jude for whatever reason. And then, I don't know. I have not caught it yet, Dylan. Saw lots of pictures, saw the set list, but no, I haven't even looked at like anything on YouTube or anything. Looked like it was pretty cool. I like the wrestling theme. That looked like that was probably pretty fun. I don't know about the standing video. I don't have a Pepsi in here either. I feel like I need a Pepsi on standby. Yeah, totally. That's his old. I mean, I couldn't even tell you. He was big on mixtapes. I don't even know how he got his hands on Hey Jude for his mixtape back in the day. But he had like a mixtape with mostly Gordon Lightfoot and the Stones, but then Hey Jude somehow would always be on there. I don't even know where he got that. You know what I mean? Like, did he tape it off of the radio one time or something? And then just constantly tape it from tape to tape? He was big on mixtapes, man. He wore out the Stones in concert, I don't know, somewhere in the 80s on VHS. Hey, what's up? We got a person from Florida. Yep, Buckeyes being number 1. It's a good start. My brother liked pretty cool music, but the problem with him, I guess, is the same stuff that he liked like 35 years ago, he kind of still likes. I mean, not totally, I guess, but same genres anyhow, just kind of like hard rock, I suppose. Like he was always sort of he got briefly into classic rock, got into Pink Floyd and the Doors and all that, but mostly he stayed sort of in the AC/DC, Kiss, sort of hair band, Guns N' Roses. I think he likes like Thin Lizzy now, things like that, just like that kind of hard rock, I guess. Nothing too hard, but then not necessarily like Beatles version of rock either. I don't know. And then I do have a sister. I don't know what she liked. She liked a little bit of everything. She liked a lot of pop stuff mostly. She liked a lot of rock based on like how good looking the people were. She's one of them fans. I noticed a lot of athletes that she liked too, based on how good looking the guy was. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe the Tweezer from that 11/22 show. The Down with Disease was a little bit of a letdown. Limb by Limb and 46 Days were good. Then there was like this Piper Rogue Waves run that was pretty nice. But then they ended with like Numberline, Zero, and Julius or something, man. Hey, what's up? J Fly from California. All right, so we got somebody checking in from Massachusetts, somebody in Florida, somebody in California. Yeah, my siblings are still here in Ohio. Both of them, neither one of them too far away. I don't see him too often. My brother shares a birthday with Robert Pollard. Maybe another reason they were like kind of hit it off back in the Northridge days. They both loved basketball and they both had the same birthday. I don't know. So I wished him a happy birthday. And then my sister, we were supposed to get together with my sister for Mary's birthday, but then my sister bailed. It's like, well, come on, man. You think we really wanted to do this? And then she bails at the last minute. Noogie had a big birthday. I don't know if you guys know Noogie, somewhat of an infamous Phish fan at this time. You guys, can you tell my hair's at that length where I just constantly want to touch it? I had a Phish video one fall. He was like a fall tour. I got it cut that summer, and by fall it was about this length. And the whole video, I mean, in a 4-minute video, I must have did that 200 times. Ugh, I don't know how anybody ever watches this channel. I mean, look at this setup. We got this light over here. It's not really helping things. Although that green plant looks really nice, but then that light with the cool mask, you know. Hey, what's happening, Max? And if I stand like this, it's just like not good at all. This whole standing thing was probably a bad idea. But I had my furniture rearranged a little bit. Been playing some PlayStation 3 today. They just put out their third one this year. Pollard's fifth. I know there's some. That's amazing, right? How are they? I haven't listened to them. I know the other night a guy mentioned that too. Like I've said before, at least with their songs, you know, like with King Gizzard, these new songs, man, sometimes you sit through like a extended version, like 14 minutes, and then at the end, you're like, man, that wasn't very good. You know, at least you don't have that with Guided by Voices. I mean, 14 minutes, you're through 7 songs almost. Travis Swift. I don't know Travis Swift. Oh, no, I don't, nah, man, I don't care. I never really liked Travis Kelce, to be honest with you. I've always been a little annoyed by his shtick. Fucking guy had 4 touchdowns and like 12 yards one time. Come on, get out of here. What kind of stat line is that? And then Taylor, I don't know. There's like 5 of her songs that I don't hate, In a I guess in a, maybe it's kind of in jest, tongue-in-cheek, sort of ironic, but I do like that Shake It Off. I listen to that song sometimes driving down the road. But it's not like I really like it. You know what I mean? It's just almost like, it looks like the Ravens are trying to run away with this division now, huh? I don't see how the Browns can compete. Really bothers me that Chase Young was available, and the Browns is all they do is pick up a 6th-round pick for Donovan Peoples-Jones. Oh, really? The Jaboo from 11-1, huh? Oh, well, I will go back and listen to that then. I would have trouble. Like I said, there's probably 5 songs that I like, and out of them 5, I don't know all the songs. I pretty much do. You're right. I never get anybody out there. I mean, although nobody really lives in like Wyoming, the Dakotas. Oh, cool. I'll check that out for sure. I was going to try to keep this one right around 18 minutes. So when I'm done here, I will definitely check that out. Something called Durban poison here. Watched Halloween and Scream yesterday. That's one thing I didn't mention in the stream last night. We had those playing while, mostly Halloween, while the trick-or-treaters were pulling up. Fat Cloud. Fall 2013 is some of your favorite, huh? Now, I know there must have been somewhat of a buzz because I had checked out for a couple of years, and then for whatever reason, you had a Durban poison card. Oh, okay, cool. 11/30/19. Nice. Like I'm saying, there must have been a little bit of a buzz because something drew me back. I mean, I don't know. Look, I'm not going to feel sorry for them if they get in trouble. Now, do I think, and I don't know, it's hard to say if it really matters, There's somebody said, I don't know how true it is, but basically, right when Michigan turned the corner post 2020, when like everything got back to normal, that is supposedly when they started this cheating, if you want to call it. I mean, it's cheating, I guess, if it's against the rules. And it did kind of coincide with them all of a sudden winning and becoming a top team rather than losing 2 or 3 games a year. So that's interesting, But But I think it'll eventually run Harbaugh off the way they ran Tressel and Urban Meyer off. This is the type of thing that gets you. I did not watch that Five Nights at Freddy's. I see it's been talked about. The tone, man. Tubers. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Has some YouTubers in it? Well, sure. I'm sure what you're saying. Chompers? They play the song Tube? Well, I'm way more likely to check out that Jaboo than I am the Five Nights at Freddy's. Fast Freddy's. Five Guys at Freddy's. Well, we started out by sneezing. How about if we just end this by coughing and me playing with my hair? It's really not even my face. I don't know why I keep doing that. I mean, it is when I do that. I just feel like I feel like Keanu Reeves from like the Speed era, Even Brad Pitt from Meet Joe Black. I mean, these are good looking fellas, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, you guys more of a Keanu or a Brad Pitt? Who you guys prefer as far as, I mean, I don't know, man, I don't mean who you think's hotter. I mean, like if you're going to watch a movie, you grabbing a Keanu film or a Brad Pitt film? Just in general, I know Keanu's got some that, are way better than stuff Brad did. I don't know if Brad ever topped Thelma and Louise, to be honest with you. And there was that scene in Point Break when Keanu just couldn't do it. Him and Patrick Swayze made, well, I don't want to spoil it in case you haven't seen it. What are you waiting on? I think that it's been out so long they remade it. All right, guys, you got about 1 minute to say something, or I'm just going to start fist bumping and saying boom. Boom. All right. Well, hey, man, I'll play PlayStation. Take some bong rips without you guys. Think I want to stand here and talk to a camera for 20 minutes? Yeah, that's about all I had. I had nothing better to do. In fact, I've been thinking about it all day. It's sad. This is all I came up with. Oh, that theme from... Did I say... I didn't even know if I talked about the theme from the bottom. It was good. Just got Fishman to say Bush a lot, so that's always fun. Fishman, what was your favorite part of the 70s? Bush! Boom, we're out of here. You guys blew it, man. Joe, everybody else, Aiden, you other people, Claire Dog Yo, Billy Motherfucking Strings, thanks for stopping by. Kind of like that mask. Got that mask at a party like 20 years ago, and it's been hanging up wherever I live ever since. Keeps the spirits away.